What's up? It's the Prince of Queens, Brian Myers, and the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. And I just want to give a little shout out here to The Fig Life with host Richie the Real Deal Heel and Johnny Podcasting. I guess you guys are really into wrestling figures just like myself. As you can see, I'm surrounded by all my little friends, and I just want to remind you guys, stay true.
Welcome back to another episode of Fig Life. It is me, Johnny Podcast, and John Wanglin here, as always, with my partner in crime, the Fig Master himself. He is the Tony Kukoc, as he called me before, wrestling figure podcast.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, all right, okay, you can take Kukoc, man. He's also got a new nickname tonight since he decided to shave off his goatee. We got Babyface over here. He looks like he's 12 years old, but I assure you he's not.
Hey, man, I collect toys like I'm 12 years old, too.
There
so
you
it's
go.
all gravy.
Can we say, I'm just a big baby anyways with a little facial hair in here. He's trying to convince me to do it, but that ain't happening. But we got the real deal heel himself, Mr. Richie Reardon. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Rocking the fresh Live 5 hat and, clean shaven, man. Doing good. God is good. Life is good. Quarantine sucks. But, hey, man, we're here, so let's get into some figs.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. So this episode's going to be a Holy Grail episode, and it's going to, if you guys know who are collectors, Holy Grails, your ones that are the ones you've been wanting forever, ones that are on your Mount Rushmore of figures that you want to get. And one for me tonight that I'll just say is some I've been dying to get.
You guys know this, too, because you fucking heard it probably 5-6 episodes.
Yeah, for our loyal fans, you'll know this. I said I'd have it by the end of the year, and well, I got to wait before that, so it's all great. And then you're going to see this with Richie too, man. He's got some ones on here that are in his grail too that he's been talking about that he wants. So let's hop right into it, man. What do you got to lead us off with one of your holy grails?
I'm telling you, dude, this one here is probably one of my favorite figures that I own. And it's simply because it's absolutely perfect. And, it's not the blue outfit, but it is the one and only yellow outfit Hasbro of Mr. Perfect. Anybody knows that, these perfect Hasbros are going for a ton. And I fucking found I believe this is a Spanish one.
That's a French one, I think.
It's a French one. But mint fucking condition, man. Had to throw it in Ringside Collectibles. Ringside Defender. Guys, go get this. If you're a collector of the Retro Fig series or the Hasbro Fig series or pretty much anything that would fit this size here is just great. These defenders here will keep the nasty dust off and all the rest of the environmental hazards that can be pretty damaging to your figures. So make sure you go over to Ringside, get that. They're very reasonable and they work very well. And they will keep your valuable figures nice and clean. You guys know that we are very tedious about our collections, and so that's why this is in the Ring Defender here. But without further ado, I'm going to read you the series that came with this one. This is the Hulk Hogan, the Brutus the Barber Beefcake. This is the rare version with the zebra tights. You got Typhoon, you got Earthquake, you got Sergeant Slaughter, Macho Man Randy Savage, not the King Macho, but the regular one. You got the Purple Trunks Ultimate Warrior, which is the rarest one of the bunch. And you have Greg the Hammer Valentine. So what a great series. What a great figure. Love the yellow tights. Wish it was that orange trunks there, but I'll take it, man. This is a great figure. Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. I'm telling you. That's a great score right there.
I just want to smile with it.
Hey,
I love
Mr. Perfect would be happy. That was a pretty perfect smile on his thing. It's absolutely perfect right there, to quote the great Mr. Perfect right there. And, this is, to me, one that I've talked about for a long time. God, it's super expensive. It's way more than I would want to pay for a figure normally. I'm not going to say the price I got it for, but all I can say is I got it for a steal of the week, a total, steal that I got this for. It was worth every penny of it to me. It's not mint on card. It's mint OD for us, which you don't know what that means, but one day we'll share it. It's a little inside joke, but
Mint DB.
Yeah, mint DB. So I'll say it. It's not mint on card, but it's in good shape nonetheless. And the price still itself, I could buy it loose for way more than what I paid for it because I got it on a steal. And I just couldn't pass it up. It is a placeholder for me though, because I will get a mint on card one of this.
And then of course I'll get the mint DB, right?
Absolutely. You'll get the mint TV. Well, that's what we'll roll it down to, man. We'll make
There
a
you
little
go.
trade scheme for something on it, man, because this is definitely one that would look beautiful right back there in your detail there, hands down. Just got to say it. It would add perfect flavor to it because this fig is just tremendous. But this is a placeholder. I will get a real mint on card one in the next short while, but still, nonetheless, it's in pretty good shape, and I couldn't pass it up for the price. And it is the one and only Elite Collection Flashback. Oh, I've talked
Finally.
about it enough. Like I've said how many times when we
Dude.
go over our wish list that I want this one, like every time.
That is probably the best Bret Hart figure I've ever seen. Next to the defining moments, that's got to be the best. That's got to be. I mean, if you don't like this figure, I don't know what to say for you.
It's great, man. And I wish I had $3 right now, $300 to just go buy a brand new one, like mint on card. But nonetheless, this is still worth a pretty penny right here as it is. The only reason that it's got a little bit of a markdown to me is right here on the flap on the WWE emblem right here. It's kind of frayed. The top's got a little fray to it in here, just a little bit. And just on the sides, you got a little bit of nicks on it. Like I said, it's not in awful shape. It's not in perfect shape like Mr. Perfect, but it's in really good shape for the most part. Just a little for me being a collector, just it's not mint on card. And if I was to sell it, I would never sell it as that. So it's still really great nonetheless. And definitely love this thing, man. And I'm so happy to pick it up. Cool backstory is the guy that sold it to me. It meant a lot to him. So he asked me if I would hold on to it. And I said, of course I'll hold on to it, or it'll be with somebody that will hold on to it nicely. So one day, if I trade it down to Richie for something, it's going to stay with somebody that would enjoy it. I have no intention to sell it to anybody. I would trade it if I had another one right to Richie because I know he'll take care of it. Because it meant a lot to this guy because his house unfortunately had burnt down and he lost all of his stuff in it. And this was one of the few ones that he got out. And this was the one that he made sure, like when he was taking his stuff, that he got out because he's such a huge fan of him. So it meant a lot to him. And, you know, when he was selling it, he's been trying to up his collection up again since it. So I appreciate the fact that he, you know, sold it to me. I know how much certain things mean to people. So it's a cool backstory for a really bad thing that happened to somebody. And I was glad to pick it up for the price and make sure that it goes to a good home. So it's got the whole schnick there in the back for Bret. Once again, it's got the beautiful jacket, the tassels on it. I mean,
I love that they positioned his logo and behind him too. It looks like angel wings almost. Like it's just great.
It's so great, man, and it's just such an awesome one. This is probably my favorite one that I have out of everything that I have. Even though it's not mint on card, it's still my favorite piece that I have. And I love Bret, man. Bret's my guy. He always was, just like Hogan. Just really quick, just to highlight the amazing things that Bret did. You know, he was known as the excellence of execution, 6'1", 230 pounds, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. His career highlights: WWE champion, WCW champion, US champion, Intercontinental World Tag Team champion, WCW Tag Team champion, 94 Royal Rumble winner, King of the Ring winner, 91 and 93. That's just what they put on here for this. That's it. Bret Hart's one of the all-time greatest ever, hands down. No doubt about it. And the Hitman deserves an elite figure like this to match his career. So
I just want to say real quick too that guys, we do what we say we're gonna do on this show. And for those of you with flash photography, I just want to do a 3-second pose with the ones that we said we were gonna get this year. So
good one right there. I like that. Yeah, we do, man. We say what we're gonna get. I think I've gotten almost everything on my list this year, man. I gotta go back and rewatch that episode just to see. But
I know it.
You know, it's like every time you think that you're not gonna go make another big purchase on something, you just go and do it again. And
dude,
it's okay. That's why we work hard in life and save our money and do things. And you know, collectors can understand that. Everybody else looks at us like we're crazy, but it's okay. We don't mind.
You ain't lying, man. And this next figure that I got is no exception to that rule because I'm telling you, you want to talk about the holy grail? This is probably the unholiest of grails because of the person it is. But this one here, man, it's an American card and it's very, very rare. Probably if you're a Hasbro collector, it's going to be one of the most essential figures you should get in your collection. This figure, man, I got to tell you, they nailed this one out of the park. It looks great. The head scan, next to none, man. I can't tell you how much I love this damn figure. It's an American card, Undertaker.
Oh, beautiful.
And I'm going to take it out of this case here. And this is one of the rare times that I'm going to do this. But I just got to show you how great a condition this figure is in, man. I mean, this is probably the best conditioned Hasbro that I have. I mean, look at that, baby.
Dude, it looks like it just came out.
It looks like it just came out. It's not bent at all. I mean, it's just the best condition Hasbro I have. And thank God it's the Undertaker, man. That's all I got to say. You got the Tombstone tackle. It's covered up by a Toys R Us sticker. And I just want to tell you right now, the price says $4.99. Could you imagine scoring that for $5, bro?
What are they going for now online?
Easily 150, $200.
I'll take that $4 mark right there, man.
Yeah, the French ones are going for like 80, 85.
Wow.
And good luck finding a good condition one.
Yeah.
So on his card here, it says he's 6'8", 328 pounds. He's, from Death Valley, of course, known for burying his opponents alive. His favorite quote is "Rest in peace," and his future ambition is to perform a mass burial of the WWF. And let me tell you, he achieved that one.
Yeah.
Now, the people that came in this series as well, of course, was Coco Beware, Texas Tornado, Typhoon, Big Boss Man with the clothesline action. You got Earthquake, you got Undertaker, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. They also had 2 tag teams that came out, the Legion of Doom and the Nasty Boys. Great series, great figure, the unholiest of grails that you could have, and very essential to your Hasbro collection.
Yeah, you gotta have that one, man. If you're a Hasbro collector, you gotta have anything with an old school Taker one on it, bro.
Absolutely, you ain't lying about that, dude. And I'm telling you, John, I hope to see you get into some Hasbros one day, man. And
Soon.
I'm telling you, they make me happy when I get them.
Soon, man. I'll tell you what made me happy. We're gonna take a trip over the merch stand before we close it out with the little Funkos of the week and stuff. But we're gonna take a little trip over the merch stand here, man. And I got my first of many. But this was something me and you were chatting about. You helped lead me in the right direction and the right people on it. And I just got to say right here, you're gonna have to explain the symbolic nature of what's behind you right after, because that's a great merch item too. That's awesome. Just got to throw that out there. Don't leave that out, please. Make sure you do that. Excuse me. But me and you were talking. I was looking on eBay on some stuff, and I don't know the good sellers on there. So you told me who to steer away from and the ones to not go with that will rip you off. So I figured I might as well go all out for the first one, get one that I know is going to be in great shape, and they had a great deal over on WWE Shop on it. And it's my favorite belt, my favorite look of it. I just fucking love this one.
I'm so happy you got this.
Oh, I am too. And I got a really good deal on it on WWE Shop for everything. So it was well worth the price. And it is the WWF or WWE, whichever you want to call it now, Intercontinental title.
Beautiful, man. Classic edition. Love that shit to death.
It is exquisite, man.
That is just shiny and beautiful and new. I bet you it doesn't snap together that well because of how new it is.
Not yet. It was a little hard, or maybe it was the fact that I've been quarantined here for the last month and I've been eating too much. But I got it around nonetheless. And I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I walked around a couple times with it, trying to pretend I was the champ. The kids actually popped for it and loved it, even though they're not wrestling fans. And then you just got to look at this, the great job that they did. It's just beautiful. Absolutely. It's extremely heavy, man. I'll just say that.
Oh, I believe it.
It's extremely heavy. It's one of many to come. My next one I really want is I want a WCW one. So I'm in the mood to go look for some WCW belts for my next one. So I'm going to build a nice little mantle on the wall here for this one and for the RCN belt. So we're definitely there's going to be many more belts to come. For my first one, had to go with the IC title, had to go all out. Yep, there it is right there. Richie shows what happens. You can't just get one.
No.
And it's proud on display here right now, and will be proud on display with all the many in the near future. So I had to roll out that for my merch item, buddy.
Dude, absolutely beautiful. It's your favorite belt. You had to get that one first, and I'm glad you did it. Something that I showed just a second ago, though. I got to roll this out. This is probably one of the most proud items that I own. And of course, I'm talking about Barbie. And the
Uh,
significance to this is it is signed by Mr. Cactus Jack McFoley and the person that he committed history with this bad boy, Mr. Oneida. So their death match, man, is right here imprinted on a fucking barbed wire bat, and I own it. And thank God for that. You talk about
was
holy grails. This is
was
probably
that
one of
used
the
in the match?
no,
Okay, it's a
no.
replica that they did of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. This is just a replica. Good God, if
Still
I own the
fucking
real
sweet.
one,
How
holy
did you get
shit.
Oneida's signature, or was it? Did you buy it off somebody that had already gotten it?
They did a online signing together,
Oh,
and so
good.
I actually picked that up and got to watch them sign it and everything like that. So it was very
Wow.
cool, and what a hell of an experience to see those two together, and just cool, man. I mean, that's got to be one of the most proud items I own, just because of the ties to Japanese wrestling, and then of course Cactus Jack, one of the greatest of all time.
If
Uh,
if
I
people
love
don't
it.
know the story, Rich, like with Oneida and him, a lot of people don't know that who Oneida is, and Oneida, I'll just say, is a legend in Japan. He's the deathmatch king, of
Yeah.
course. But
And I'm
yeah,
not talking like this new deathmatch shit that
no,
doesn't have
old school death,
storylines or
real shit.
these guys knew how to tell a story with
Yeah.
that violence.
What? Tell them a little bit about the Oneida, because not a lot of people might know it. If they're just getting new to wrestling, or maybe just wasn't into that genre of it, like about the Oneida and Cactus Jack match in the feud.
So Oneida and Cactus Jack, it was something that people thought was never going to happen just because Cactus was, more over in stateside at that time. They did a death match tournament and they ended up facing each other in it. And it was one of the most legendary death matches of all time. If you guys want to go see that, go check it out. It's all over the internet. Probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. Dude, you want to talk about blood and gore and just fucking crazy spots? Go watch that shit because I'm telling
Brutal.
you, dude, any young talent out there that's trying to get over, go look at that and that'll tell you how to tell a story because those two influenced a new generation of people today on how to wrestle and tell a story through hardcore wrestling.
Oh, it was tremendous. I've seen it a few times. Haven't seen it in a long time. I got to go recheck that out actually now that you brought that out. But
Yeah.
I've seen it a few times. It's really easy to find on YouTube and all over the internet and stuff, so you can find it really easily. But make sure you look up the death match with Cactus Jack and Onita because let me tell you, man, those two beat the shit out of each other,
Yeah,
man.
they did.
They're legends in wrestling for a reason, not just in
Hmm.
the death match world, but for what they did. That's a cool memento to have that signed by him. That's a sick merch item right there. It really, really is.
I
And
appreciate that.
yeah, no, it's beautiful, bro. That's a great item right there. And let's close out the show with a couple of Funkos here, man. People have been enjoying the Funko sessions that we've been doing, or the Funko segments, excuse me. Kick it off, man. What do you got for a Funko of the week, man?
Well, when you're in the FWO, it's only polite and the right thing to do to feature a guy that's from the NWO. And so I'm going to show the great number 74 of the WWE Funko Pops, Mr. Diesel, Kevin Nash, and it is signed in blue, nice and proud
Beautiful.
there. I love this fucking Funko, man. They nailed it out of the park. They got the great, cool, Big Daddy cool shades, the classic gray and black outfit with the tassels on the pants there. What can you say about this, man? I mean, just great detail, great head scan there for Diesel. I love the chase. They did an NWO chase, which I will eventually get, and it will be signed as well. I just want to say real quick the people that came in this, I have none of them actually. Wow. You have The Miz, you have recently passed away Mr. Mean Gene Okerlund, you got Naomi, and you have Thugonomics John Cena, and that is a great Funko of John Cena, by the way. Um, Definitely a great Funko, though. If you guys like signed Funkos, you can go over there to Dark Parlor Originals. They're the ones that got this signed for me, and that's the picture of him signing it right there. And of course, you get a number that is tied specifically to this Funko, so you can go look at it and make sure it's authentic. So, good
That's
stuff.
awesome. Heck yeah, man. You can't beat Big Daddy Cool, man.
Never, never.
Well, I'm gonna do a non-wrestling one. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit here, man. I'm gonna do a non-wrestling one right here for this one, and I'm gonna do it because it's one of my favorite movies in the whole world. A lot of people have seen this series of movies, and there's more to come. And I just fucking love this movie. And one of my friends ended up getting this for me. just because he knows how much I love it and bought it for me off of Amazon, I think it was, or eBay, one or the other, but he got it for me as a gift. And I appreciate that because he knows how much I love this movie and this character. And it's the Funko version of John.
Oh, man.
Yeah, John Wick right here, man.
That's
This
pretty
is
damn sweet, actually.
That's cool, man. This is from Chapter 2, the John Wick Chapter 2 version. There's a John Wick Chapter 1 version that I'm going to pick up. I don't know if I've seen a 3, but this one's awesome. John Wick's one of my favorite movies ever. The first one, that club scene where he just walks in and takes everybody out, is just, I could watch it a million times. It's just that fucking tremendous.
He's got a beautiful car in that first movie, too.
Oh, my God. He's got that beautiful, was that Mustang Shelby, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, absolutely gorgeous, man, and I love it. I love John Wick movies. There's a fourth one that I think is going to come out next year. But I love anything with him in it. My buddy got this for me, and I couldn't say enough thank yous to it because I loved it. And then here he is, just the thing, like I said, mint shape, perfect.
I love the bullet holes in the back. That's cool.
Yeah, it's so fitting for just the character of John Wick and stuff. And then if you look at him, and I'll put the pictures up there as well so you can see it close. He's even got the little gun there that he walks around, because he always walks around with a silencer gun that he steals from people. So he's even got that gun on there, and it matches his custom guns with the silver, because his custom ones that he has are all silver in the movie, if you pay attention and have seen it as many times as I have. So it's really cool that they made it completely authentic to the part and to the actual chapter of it too, for his outfits and stuff. So gotta love Funkos, man. That's mine for the week.
You gotta love Funkos, and I hope you guys are enjoying that segment because we are sure enjoying it. Funkos are great to get into. A lot of people compare them to Beanie Babies and shit. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think their value is gonna be very long and prosperous for a very long time with Funko Pops. They're gonna be around forever. So you guys need to go out there. If you haven't started collecting Funko Pops, I encourage you to do so. There's some great ones. I know I'm looking at getting a CM Punk and a Rey Mysterio here soon, which are the more pricier, but those are the ones I'm looking for right now specifically. So if you got one, make sure you hit me up over there, rickybobby112@gmail.com. Just want to throw that out there.
No doubt about it, man. Well, another great episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you please subscribe to the show if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification. We'd appreciate any comments that you could leave. Leave anything you want down there. Just let us know what you like, what you don't like. If you got questions, you can see our contact information as I'm flashing it on the screen here. How to get a hold of us is really easy on social media or via email or Instagram, Twitter, you name it. We're out there. Let us know if you want to chat, want to make some trades, whatever it is. If you're interested in anything, hit us up over there. We're easy to find, easy to talk to. Appreciate all the comments. Any comments you leave will get you entered into a drawing that we're going to have over the next month or so. So definitely keep leaving those comments up, man, and keep checking it out. The podcast as well. You got to check those podcasts up. And there's some good wrestling stuff that's out there for everybody to go get a look at and to listen to. So you can see them all flashed up on the screen too. So Richie, you got anything you want to say before we close out, man?
Thanks everybody for viewing the show. And like John said, man, if you guys want to reach out, talk to us about anything under the sun, we'd like to see your collections as well. So send us some pictures over to the contact information we flashed on the screen. And we will feature those pictures on the end of the show. We want this as interactive as possible, and we hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are for you. So
awesome, man. Well, until next time, we are desperately out of time. We will be back again in the next few days with a brand new episode. And just remember, as always, we got your back, because when you're with us, when you're rolling with the FWO, the Fig World Order, Richie, what are they, buddy?
For life.
Can you dig it, sucker?